In my last video, I recreated Freddy's from 1985 from the new FNAF game Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. And today will be a follow-up video on that video where I'll recreate Jeff's Pizza, where I will add more and more functionality. So here are the outlines. I've just copied the floor from the main build because I don't want to do all of that outlining again. I've changed the checker pattern from calcite and concrete to tough and polished diorite to make it look more old. Here's the ball pit. I didn't want to copy it one-to-one, so I've just copied it here already. I've changed the floor tone to a lighter tone to give it a more worn-out, older look, as in the main ball pit over here, as you can see, it has a more darker tone. So I've changed that, and I've changed a lot of the floors to make it look more old, such as the ball pit room, the main checker pattern, and the security room. So now let's start onto the time lapse and start making Jeff's Pizza. And with about an hour and a half worth of building, I have completed Jeff's Pizza, and as you can see, I really like how it's turned out, and it's very similar to how it is in game. Most of these doors don't work at the moment, but I will make them functional later on. As you can see, everything works, and I've also changed the banner pattern from the red and white to grey and yellow with a faded pattern. In here it looks mostly the same, with a few puddles on the floor and just a couple of the wet floors. Now I like how that worked, and in here I've also added the table with its little stuff on it and the arcade that I covered up and some boxes. Now I really like how that worked out, same as for the pit room. So first, this is the only door that is functional at the moment. I'll make the rest of them functional. I've also added this light that flashes on and on like in the game. Now, I also made the pit functional, which makes us go throughout 1985 Freddy's and Jeff's Pizza. So it's really interesting. You just jump in, and then you change locations. So I'll show you how I work that, and I really like the smooth transition of the two. So I'll show you how I worked that out just now. So the way I did that was just a repeating command block that detects when the player enters a certain radius of the bull pit. As you can see here, it will detect when you get in a certain radius of the bull pit, which is when you'll have to be inside the bull pit for this to detect it. It also detects you have the tag Oswald. It will play the sound, then it will teleport you over into either Jeff's Pizza or Freddy's, depending which bull pit you jumped into. As you can see, it will teleport you over here, and it works in the exact same way over here. It's just detecting for a different position. It will play the sound, but then it'll teleport you into Jeff's Pizza. And as you can see, I'll show off how that works just here. So as if we jump in, it will teleport us over there, and I really like how this design turned out. Now I want to start on something different. What I wanted to do for the last video was make Pit Bonnie, so I decided that's what I'm going to do for this video. Here is the model for Pit Bonnie. As you can see, he's got that classic head, his classic ears, and the blue glowing eyes. Now these are all the command blocks that just teleport them to the position. So if I summon a zombie or wandering trader, it will just teleport the armor stand to it. As you can see, I've also marked the locations of where Pit Bonnie will move around, which will be he'll go there and he'll go around the whole pizzeria. I've marked it for every location. He'll go here, so he does a full cycle around the pizzeria, and he'll keep doing that until spotted. Now as you can see, I have some command blocks here which I'll show you how they work. So as you can see, if this is the Wandering Trader technique, which Kappa-T-EXE used in his working animatronics video. So if that's how I can make him go around the different locations of the pizzeria. Now, I've done this in a more efficient way to show you, and you may also notice that it's not, and that's so there's no milk bucket in the Wandering Trader's hand. So as you can see, here's our little column, and here is our Pit Bonnie, just wandering around like a normal Wandering Trader would. But as you can see, if I flick this lever over here, the Wandering Trader will now go to this armor stand over here, as you can see, and start walking towards it, as you can see, and then stop. Now, we'll have a detection command when it gets in a certain radius of the armor stand, which will make it go to a certain another position, which will do this infinitely until spotted. As you can see, this one right here detects when it gets in a certain distance of the armor stand, and it will do something, and in this case, it will make it so Pit Bonnie goes to the next location in the cycle. And this armor stand has the tag for pos 1, and every other armor stand will have pos 1, pos 2, pos 3, pos 4, etc. And he'll go to that armor stand. The next one would be in the kitchen, then he would go out into the party hallway, and then that's how he'll work, and he'll just go around the whole pizzeria. So here are the rest of the positions. As you can see, I've made every other position that he will go to, but I haven't made some of the other things, but I'll show you about them later in my idea. As you can see, there's a coordinate for each of the values, X, Y, Z, and every one works. So you can see this one's on. If I turn it off and go to pos 1, as you can see, Pit Bonnie will go from that direction from the lobby into this area right here, and you'll see he's at pos 7, but he's going to go to pos 1, position 1, or pos for short. So now when he reaches position 1, it will say position 1 in chat, and that will how that work, but we'll just change the say command to him actually changing his position. So if I turn that one off, he will now be going into the kitchen, as you can see. Now he's at position 2, and as you can see, now you know how my idea is going to work, and he's just going to go around each location until he reaches a location that will restart his cycle. So I've done most of the commands. The only few things that are missing would be the jump scare commands and the stuff like that. So as you can see, if I go into here and see if we can find him, as you can see, he's at this position right now, and he will eventually, after a short period of time, because we have a wait time now, which means he won't instantly go to the next location, he'll wait at this section for a while, so he has some time to, instead of just continuously walk, there'll be a timer on the side of the screen, and then eventually it will go down and he'll change his position until eventually he'll do that for every single one of his cycle, so he eventually has more than one position to go to, and he doesn't go to them super quickly and goes around the pizzeria super fast. So here is the door to Jeff's Pizza to the ball pit room. As you can see, this is the whole area, and I really like how it turned out. Like I said earlier, we walk into it, it will work, and if we go into the ball pit area, as you can see, here it is, and we jump in, we'll get teleported over to Freddy's, and I want to show you inside of Freddy's. And as you can see, if we go over here and look out here, there's the animatronics up on stage right there, and if we come back in here and go back in here, we have changed our location. And I'm once again really proud of how this turned out, and I might add more to it in the future, but I just wanted to show this off. Now, I not only did want to show off that, I wanted to show off something else that had to do with Pit Bonnie. So as you can see, I've added Pit Bonnie's jump scare. So if we go over to Pit Bonnie, who's currently in this position over here, and we walk up to him, it makes a noise that he scatters, walks up to us and grabs us and plays the jump scare. So here are all the commands that make that happen, which I've added the walking animation over there, as you can see, and I have added all of the other command blocks, such as these ones, which are the timer countdowns. So over here is the wandering trader to zombie switch, which will switch it in and out from a zombie and a wandering trader. So this side is for the wandering trader, and the other side is for the husk. So if it matches 0, it will turn it into a wandering trader, and the other side, it will turn it into a zombie. So on. Now this box is the game over box, and this box here is the jump scare box, which is where the jump scare model for Pit Bonnie is currently, and will currently always be there. So as you can see here, the repeaters in line of what happens, and I'll show you again how the jump scare works. As you can see, it's a nice sound. He brings you up to it and it says game over, puts you in the box, and we can now come out of the box. It will eventually teleport you somewhere else, but at the moment I'm just keeping it for that. This is the same commands that I did for Moon to make his walking animation and Sun's animation, and here are the sounds. This one for being when he spots you, and that being his jump scare. Now I really like how this turned out, and now let's start moving on to something else. So now, since we have a Pit Bonnie, we need somewhere to hide from Pit Bonnie. So as you can see, I've made some slabs under the table for you to be able to hide under. And in my next video, I'm going to cover the animatronics, which I will make Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy for that. I've also added Golden Freddy in my last video, which will be I'm adding all the hiding spots. So I will add under the tables the chests in the backstage area, and I'll be doing the vents as well. So I'll walk up to the vent, it will teleport to the current position to that vent. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this video, and I'll do Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy in my next video because I don't want to make this video too long. So as you can see, what I have eyed here for is you'll walk up to the table and it will put you underneath the table in case like Pit Bonnie's coming and you want to hide. So I've made up the commands for that, as you can see, that are right here. It doesn't involve many commands for each hiding spot. As you can see, it's just the same detection for the ball pit and the doors. It will teleport you underneath the table, and then it will give you a hint to tell you how to leave the hiding spot, which is by crouching. Now you'll already be crouching underneath the table, but that doesn't matter. You can still just click shift and it'll think you're crouching, and it will let you out. And it'll just toggle between those two systems. Works the exact same for over here. It detects when you get a certain distance of the table. It will put you under the table, detect when you crouch under the table, and it will be teleport you out of the table, in and out. And I'll go show this off right now. As you can see, we'll get put under this table if you walk up to it. It says in chat, press shift, and even though it may not have looked like it, I have pressed shift and it still put me out. So you don't see me crouching, but I have crouched. So if I hold shift, as you can see, it'll put me out, and I'm free to do whatever I want. I've also done this one over here. As you can see, if I walk up to it, it puts me underneath, says hold shift. The lid opens so we can see, and then the lid closes, in and out so we can see in and out. Now I'll show you how that works, and that works with a similar circuit. The only difference is it will clone this open version here because you don't want to see your head stuck inside a slab, and then it'll clone this when you are out, which will toggle back and forth, which will fix the hiding spot and make it work. So if Pit Bonnie is chasing you, or as I'll call him for short, Spring Bonnie, you can just hide under one of these tables and he'll eventually go away. Now the next thing I want to do is the vents. We'll walk up to the vent, and then not teleport us over here, but it'll teleport us to the other vent inside of that ventilation system. In that case, the lobby one leads to the one over here in storage. Now not only have I done the vents, I've also done all of the doors for Jeff's Pizza. So here's every single door for Jeff's Pizza. Works in the same way as for Freddy's, it's just a different clone, build, and different coordinates. So you can see if I walk up to this door, it'll open the exact same smooth animation from before, and if we walk away, it will do that again. Walk up to this, it'll go away as we walk away. Now, as you said, I already did the ball pit, so I didn't have to do that again, which I really like. So as you see, if I go over here and come out into this area, I've also made the vents work. So if I go back into this basement and walk up to the vent over here and behind this guy, I will be teleported into the party room hallway where the vent leads. As you can see, you go back and forth and you can easily make your exit to the party. Now, as you can see, if I walk up to this one, you go into the secret room. Because in my last video, I actually forgot to add this, because at that point in time, I forgot all about the secret room. So I didn't make it. But I have now, and I've connected it to the vents. I've also made the one for the lobby that teleports you into the storage room. It's a bit hard to get to, as you can see, because sometimes you'll be teleported into the arcade. But you just have to make sure you don't go there. And as you can see, I've put in here and put in there. Now, I've added a few things outside of Jeff's Pizza exterior, such as some walls, some tunnels where you'll eventually, once I finish, I've also got a forest behind you, and once I finish the map, you'll walk up to these tunnels to teleport to the different locations around the map. So you'll walk up to this one, and then it'll give you an option to go to Oswald's house, the library, the school, or the mill. So I've added that. I've also made it night, so now all I have to do to make this fully functional is just when you walk up to the store, it'll teleport you inside Jeff's Pizza, so you can go in and out whenever you please, very easily and very simply. So I've done that, but now I want to do one last thing. To make this more interesting, I'll make a little simple, very, very simple minigame where Dad, Oswald's father, will be on the chair and he'll have to go there and avoiding Spring Bonnie, so you guys have at least somewhat of a gameplay showcase. So there'll be an armor stand of Oswald's dad there, you'll walk up to it and you'll have to save him, then go back to Jeff's Pizza, and that will be it. Alright, so I've completed that, and now let's start making the actual gameplay segment of this. As you can see, here's Jeff's Pizza with the little lights and all that. Very nice exterior, and I really like how it turned out. I walk up to this door. It plays a sound because I've added sounds to all of the doors of them opening. So here's the arcade, all dusted down and broken. Just gonna give you guys a small tour before we start the gameplay of Jeff's Pizza. So you can see we walk around, it's the exact same layout as Freddy's, just in Jeff's Pizza sort of way. We come out into the main dining room, looks really nice, and we can come up over into the ball pit room, where Oswald, as the kid who he likes to sneak around and have fun, will find the ball pit. So as we can see, if we climb up this ladder, we can jump inside the ball pit, and as you can see, it says objective, save Dad. No, but we aren't here alone. We actually have Spring Bonnie in here with us as well. So Pit Bonnie will be out there, I'm pretty sure. No? Alright, so it looks like he's gone into another room because I just heard a door open and some footsteps. That's another thing, I've added footsteps to him so you can hear him when he's around. He should be, yeah, he's there. I might walk up to him to make this a little more interesting because he's a bit easy to avoid. So I've made him faster, as you can, oh, I did not mean to do that. Alright, is he chasing me? Well, luckily I made these hiding spots. Alright, to the hiding spot. I can hear his footsteps. Alright. As you can see in chat, it says press shift to leave. Is he gone? The hard part about this is you don't always know if he's there. You just have to be lucky. I think I'm gonna leave because I don't hear him and I heard a door open, so I'm gonna leave. He's gone. Alright. So we have to make it to the party room. So maybe we could go to the storage room. Yeah, we do have these hiding spots if we do need them. Is he in the arcade? Alright, no, I don't see him in there. Alright, so I think we're safe. Alright, but I don't want to go in such a big area. Oh, I heard that. I heard a door open. There's the party room. Just ignore the door opening and go into the vent. So there's the arm stand for our dad, as you can see right there. We got our dad, now objective, escape. So we're going to have to make it to the bull pit without getting caught. And I'll probably make this more fun by making him chase us to the bull pit, because you know what? Who doesn't like a chase? So let's see and come out here. Alright, where are you? Is he in the kitchen? No. Because I don't want to get too close to him that he kills me. I just want him to chase me to make it more interesting. Because I haven't really added much. Like I said, there's no distractions. But in my next video, I'll be doing Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and distractions. I can't leave through there. So I'm doing distractions, Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, where they can catch us and make it more interesting in the next video. Is that him over there? Yes, that's him. I'm here. Oh, he saw me. Ow. The door hit me. The only bad thing is that the one-block doors, such as the kitchen, sometimes hit you. Is he catching me? I think he's just ignored me. Yeah, I think I ran away too quickly. Alright, come on, Mr. Pit Bonnie. Come on. Ow. Alright, he's chasing me. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Yep, he's right behind me. He's 100% right behind me. Under the table, under the table. Oh god, that was a close one. Very close one. Holy moly. Holy moly. Jesus, he just gonna stand there? He's walked away. I accidentally took a screenshot. Alright, so... No, I didn't take a screenshot. Yeah, I think I'm safe. No, I didn't take a screenshot. Oh no, he's still right there. He's still right there. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Alright, please go away. Okay, it seems to me he just jumped over the table and just left. So he jumped onto the table. I've got to put barriers above them. So it doesn't really make sense to just drag my dad around, but let's go back to the bull pit and land in here like that. And now we're back in Just Pizza. Now, as you can see, no more Pit Bonnie. But to make it more fun, just for me and you guys, I'm just gonna go kill myself and get Pit Bonnie's jump scare, because there's nothing to really happen after this. As you can see, we've restarted the mission, but that's not how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna make Pit Bonnie just casually jumping over the tables, which I definitely need to fix that. Just come on, spot me. Alright, that jump scare at the end, game over. And now we are outside Just Pizzas once again, ready to replay if we wish. So guys, that's gonna bring to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said in my next video, I'll be doing Oswald's house, the animatronics, and the noisemakers, and some other hiding spots. I hope you guys look out for that one, and hopefully you watch it as well, because this series is going to be a 3 or 4 part series, so hopefully go check that out. Go subscribe to Cup of Tea EXE as well, because he's the best YouTuber ever, so you have to subscribe to him. So hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video.